Welcome to Knitistry Knerds episode
16.
Now we need 4 hands.
Yeah.
So I'm Caytee.
I'm Michele.
This is our mascots, Earl the Erlenmeyer Flask.
And Rhonda the Round Bottom Flask. We are science teachers, knitting science teachers in the state of South Carolina. And we are both teachers. And I said that. But
it's been a long day, guys.
Yeah, it has. We're going to have to figure out how to have our meetings on not Wednesdays or film on not Wednesdays. Something, because
going to have to figure something out.
Those meetings are just... Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We're science teachers, as she said.
That's what we said 3 times now. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, shit. It's gone.
Been doing that all day. My students would not be surprised. I have been the biggest squirrel all day long. I've been off on a bajillion tangents. So the kids are all going,
What?
I'm like, I'll be back in a minute. Let me get my brain back in line.
It's been a rough couple of days for some reason. I don't know.
This feels good. This is
they're so much fun to squish.
Squeeze.
Guys, make some. They're so much fun.
They are.
We'll show you some more later. Like I've got some.
Oh yeah, she's got some to show. Yes, that'll be fun. That'll be real fun.
Yeah,
all right, first off, we're late. Sorry that we didn't record last week, but I went back and watched episode 15 a little bit last night just to kind of remind me what we talked about last time. Mm-hmm. And we missed recording because I had a stomach virus. Okay, well, last week we missed recording because I had the flu.
She keeps getting sick, guys.
I had the flu. It was bad. I've had to miss 2 days of school, for which I did not get paid because I'm out of days after the surgery stuff. But I was running fever. I ran fever for 3 full days, and I hurt in every joint I've got. I mean, it was just painful.
I had it the weekend before, and it was just...
I didn't want to do anything. All I did is just lay. I did catch up on YouTube videos. So
there you go. Yeah.
I am caught up on all my subscription videos I watch.
Nice, yeah.
Anywho,
so,
there we are. Sorry, we're late. We missed an episode.
With that being said, to our giveaway winners, we are so very sorry. But with her sick, I wasn't going to come over here and bother her to get the stuff. So we have not shipped out the giveaway winning stuff that's going to happen this week.
But we're going to pack that up and send it out this week.
Yes.
So promise. Today's the 25th, January 25th, Wednesday, January 25th.
Let's talk about the 25th of January because we get paid once a month. So our last paycheck came December 18th.
Yeah. Today is payday.
Do you know
we get one up.
Teachers' bank accounts right now? They look
our ghost towns. They're dried out ghost towns. Everybody was just waiting for the bank to drop today. So
it's rough.
It's hard.
I wish we did
And they have 2 teachers at home, so
we
even
till today to get paid for the past month and a half.
Yeah.
So, it's not an issue. We budget well, but it's just, it's just one of those things that I don't know. It's just not right. Trying to deal with that.
Well, part of it is starting out because y'all started out in industry where you get paid every other week. Yeah. I mean, every 2 weeks you get a paycheck.
Yeah.
I did too, but then I went 5 years without a paycheck before I taught, so I was. But it's still weird to only get paid once a month.
It's just it's a strange thing.
So.
But yeah, it was. I saw the bank account this morning. I was like, "Yeah, it's paid."
So it's January 25th, and so we will get the prizes mailed out. I'm so sorry. I honestly, I thought she had them.
She said that to me yesterday.
I thought she had them and that she'd sent them out, and no, I got them.
Yeah, we left them here.
Yeah.
We will get them out to you as soon as possible.
Is it possible to get a new brain? I need a retread.
I don't think they do brain transplants yet.
I need help.
It's not there yet.
Brain not functioning.
Yeah. So
not working.
This might be a shorter episode.
Really long because of brain not working.
it might be that way.
We're trying.
We got a few things. Michelle's got a few whips and an FO. And
I have an FO.
She has an FO.
That y'all never saw.
You never saw? Yeah, because it's a hat. Hats are easy to do on the weekend. And
no, this one wasn't.
Well,
I'm going to show.
Yeah, look at this.
It's the Lotus Flower Beanie. Crap, I don't remember who it was by. My brain. Again, I'm going to whine about my brain multiple times today. Y'all just get ready.
She's in the mood for it.
I am. I did get to whine at school, so I'm going to whine now. And it was a rough little meeting that we had, so.
So it's really, really nasty here in South Carolina. Rain. It is gray outside. Like I look outside now, I see fog, I see rain, I see nastiness, and so moods tend to be kind of down. And then like just
absences were up today.
I mean, I was missing a ton of kids in my last 2 classes of the day. Like just when it rains,
a lot of kids checked out.
Yeah, went home.
When second period started, I had like 5 kids missing, and I'm like, I could have sworn I saw these kids, and they said, yeah, they left first period. You know, these 2 were in this class, and they both checked out sick. All of them were in the computer as nurse excuses.
Huh.
But they had gone through the nurse.
Too.
Yeah, that too.
But so it's just gross outside. Do you have it in Knitting Genius?
If I would push the right button, y'all.
Her brain.
It's just bad. It's just bad. It's just. I'm having it. There, I'm gonna have to just hand it over to you and let you look at it. Okay, here we go. Lotus flower beanie.
So this is one you can make out of almost any size yarn, right?
Yeah,
the pattern is adaptable.
It has DK up.
Yeah, and so it'll tell you.
No, it's just bulky. It's chunky, bulky, and super bulky. So there's 3 different versions of it in here.
I think you could figure it out for DK if you've got those 3 to see how it goes. Is it not in there?
It just didn't have a name on it. Lotus flower beanie.
Oh no.
See.
Oh no, guys.
It was copyright 2021. It's somebody I follow because she posted it, her pictures of it, and then so that's how I found it. Wait, here we go. B Knits Handmade is who she is on Instagram. So and that's her. Here's her website address. Is that big enough? Is that being seen?
I think you're good.
The letter B, Knits Handmade. And I follow her on Instagram. I think she makes them to sell too. She has a pattern and she makes them to sell. And if y'all see my left hand, I'm trying to hide it because I knocked one of my fingernails off. I broke one of my fingernails. They're really mine. They're not tips or fake nails at all. It's just my nails and polish. And I broke one. Look how bad that looks. Oh my God, it's so bad. I said I wasn't going to show it, but there it is. It's driving me crazy. I'm so vain about my fingernails.
She's just B&B Knits on Instagram, so she must go by B.
Yeah.
Like just the letter, not...
Just the letter B. But there's the picture that's on the pattern. That's the actual pattern in my Knitting Genius, and that's the picture on it. I have fallen in love with that pattern. I've always liked lotus flower stitch pattern, but I loved a big chunky beanie, and I didn't want to wait for Rasta to get here because I don't have any Rasta right now, and I didn't. Anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby, and I wanted a cream colored one with a color changing yarn, and I think it turned out.
It looks amazing.
Really nice.
So it's yarn
bee dream spun, and the colorway is fired bronze. Now, y'all,
look how pretty that is.
That is so stinking pretty.
And it looks, the color gradient on the hat just looks amazing.
Yeah, it really does. You can see it there in the light. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I bought all the hat of this color. I know I needed a half a skein to do the hat, but it's so pretty. I just really loved it. So it might be a vest soon. Somebody will wear it. Okay, now I'm going to fess up to the boo-boo.
Oh, well, this is the pattern on Ravelry.
Oh, there it
is. Did you find that?
No, I didn't find that.
So there it is. So you can find it. It is all one word, lotus flower beanie. It might be why it didn't show up for you.
Might be. True. Okay, so I didn't have anybody at home with me to try it on to see how it looked. So I put it on and took pictures. You know how you take pictures of yourself? Side selfie. So I took pictures of it on my own head. So I was looking at these pictures today, and so I looked at
She was sick when she did this.
I was. I really was. I had a fever and didn't feel good when I was finishing this hat up. I had to take a long time to do it because it hurt my hands.
It's a tough...
It's bulky yarn on big needles, and it hurt my hands. So I'd do 2 rows and quit because it hurt so bad. Well, I finished it, and I sewed my hands in on the outside. I didn't notice it until I looked at the picture.
It was so. I walked in and it's on the table. Like, what is wrong with your hat?
She says, "What did you do?" I sewed the yarn end on the outside. So I sat here and picked it out. So there's the end.
It's got to be woven in.
Well, here's the thing. It's Katie's hat now.
She told me I had to keep the ends in.
She has to sew the end in and put a pom-pom on it because I can't find my pom-pom stash. I got 25 pom-poms in different colors and I can't find them.
She just doesn't want to do the work.
No, I did the work. I just did it wrong. And I sat here and picked it out. So, but it looks so good. Put it on. It looks so good on Caytee, and that's her colors. Isn't that cute?
And then you can roll it up. I rolled it up earlier. And it was
it fits my head too. I got to. My head's a big head. I have a big old wonker head.
It's cute.
Isn't it cute? And it's her
the one
colors.
I'm gonna make for my sister.
And I got it out of my system. I don't wear hats. And Michael, the youngest, only wants lightweight, fingering weight.
He doesn't want chunky beanies.
No, he doesn't like chunky. And the other two don't wear hats. And so, yeah. I'm doomed. I love to make hats and not have anybody to make hats for. So I'm going to start making hats and donating them.
I was going to say, you can donate.
I'm going to do that rainbow, knit the rainbow.
Yeah,
knit a rainbow.
We talked about it on our last episode, yeah.
I'm going to start knitting hats for that. Because
listen, we could do it at school, too. We have so many kids that could just use a hat for the winter.
Yeah, we do. We could do it local. I could just start making hats and just put them in a pot. But anyway, that's Katie's hat.
Oh, that's the Patriots Helping Patriots thing.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So we haven't talked about this, but I just remembered.
I didn't think about that.
Our school is going to try to start this program where we help either people in the community or our students. So anybody in the area, and we're calling it Patriots Help Patriots, but
mascots Patriots.
Mm-hmm. And so it's just that would be great because you could, they could find a use.
We could even we could even teach the kids how to make hats.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know they had this. The kids did it for NHS, which is the National Honor Society. It's like a club. Is that what you call it?
Oh, it's a club. It functions as a club. It's an organization that rewards them. Anyway, some of the premises, service-based and academic-based.
So they make hats, but they use the little looms, and they make ones that like you can actually add ring or remove, or they're flexible.
Yeah,
they're actually really cool. There's not just that solid circle. It's flexible. It's movable. You can make it bigger or smaller just based on that one set. So we could teach them to use that too, because the NHS kids were doing that for a little while.
One of the Hopkins twins, friends of mine who are seniors at the high school. She taught herself how to knit for the NHS thing.
That's awesome.
And now she's hooked.
Oh, yeah, of course
she's been knitting like crazy. Oh, and Allie
yep.
has taught herself how to crochet. And she's crocheting in class at Clemson and while she's studying and stuff like that. So,
oh my gosh, that's so great.
We're spreading the joy.
We have our thing at school. So we do the yarn club. And so I did have one girl. She did something and dropped a bunch of stitches. So I stayed after school and helped her pick those up.
Oh, yeah, I walked in when y'all were doing that.
She was having some issues where she's adding stitches, so I tried to show her how to slowly decrease, and so it went like this, and then it went like this. I don't know what I'm doing. I said, it's just practice.
We're just practicing.
But I want to give it to somebody. So, okay, you keep going, and then just turn it into a weird stuffed animal. Like, you just sew at the ends and stuff things in there. And
you can show her the balloon animal thing.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that later, too. Okay. All right, so we did our FO. I have one whip. So I started grad classes again. It's been a lot of work already,
and we just started a new semester, so there's a lot going on right now.
So already had a meltdown this week. It's been great, bawling my eyes out. It's just, but sometimes you just need to cry, it's
a stress reliever.
It's a stress release. It's good for your eyes too, like when you cry,
clear all the gunk out.
Yeah, so I'm okay with it. I did it after all the kids left. So the only thing I have worked on, have I ever brought my crocheted corner to corner Harry Potter blanket that I've been working on? Mm-mm. So I worked on that over the weekend. I'll bring that next time. I forgot other things at home too. It's just been a week. So last time I was about here, like in this hinterland. I think I was 2 rows away from finishing the color work. Yeah. Right about there.
Because you hadn't divided. You hadn't
divided yet.
Put sleeves off yet.
And so this is the hinterland by Jennifer Steinglass.
Yes, Steingass.
And then this is all the way to the body. Look at the tweed. It just looks so pretty. So nice.
It's squishy.
This yarn is so soft. It's squishy. It is Knit Picks Stroll Tweed. I've got a label this time. Yay. Stroll Tweed. And the green is something Heather.
It's beautiful.
Sequoia heather. So
it's beautiful.
It's just, and so I'm almost done with the body, ready to move on. But this has been my focus.
Have you started rib yet?
No, I haven't yet.
I
need to try it on because I want it to be a little bit longer than. So this is supposed to be 11 inches according to the pattern.
Why don't you leave it on a cord and go ahead and do the sleeves,
and then whatever I have left over,
and then you can decide how long you want because sleeves sometimes will change the way the body sits.
Yeah.
And go ahead and do the sleeves, and then go back to finish the body.
I think it's great.
I mean, because you've got enough of the other colors. If you used all the green on the sleeves, you could finish off and color work and do the...
I have 2 more balls of green.
Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
But you could always finish off ribbing in one of these colors.
Oh, yeah. Well, that might look good, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or even like a Fair Isle where it's the 2-color, the bicolor rib.
Yeah. Mm.
So
I'm going to try some things.
Yeah. This is pretty. And these aren't even my colors. This is pretty.
And it's just... I'm telling you, this pattern is... This was so much fun.
I'm gonna have to cast it.
And it's yarn. I'm telling you, if...
That's really soft. I like that stroll.
One of those things about cheap yarn, everybody's afraid of it if they, but gosh, if you love to knit, get the cheap yarn and knit. Like, it's okay.
It doesn't matter how much the yarn costs or what it's made out of. Mm-mm. String.
As long as you like it.
And needles.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So,
I'm serious. I saw somebody the other day who had found a fisherman's sweater,
like thrifted,
and ripped it out.
Yeah.
Skeined it up, washed it, and went to town on it.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my great aunt. She was twin sister with my grandmother, my dad's mother. She knit. They both knit. They were only women in the family who knit before I started. But she had this batch of Irish undyed wool. That is the only thing she knit on for 8 years.
Wow.
It was 8 different sweaters. 7, because 1 year it was a skirt. She'd wear it to Christmas, and she'd rip that sucker out, and she'd knit another pattern.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's the same batch. That batch became 8 different things. 7 different sweaters
so great,
and a skirt.
Though. Like, if you're only going to wear it once anyway.
Yeah. And she'd wear it, and she'd say, I think I'm going to try something else. And away we went. We'd rip that sucker out, and she'd knit something else.
That's amazing.
Funny, cracked me up.
Oh, that's great. Oh, it's great.
I think of that all the time, though. But yeah, okay. Wherever you get your yarn is where you get your... I mean, I've got 100% acrylic stuff over here to talk about.
Hobby Lobby,
Michael's. I order from Knit Picks. I get, the bigger Walmarts that still have a decent yarn selection. All kinds of places. Thrift places. I mean, I'm not... When I find a yarn I like, I don't care what it's made out of or how much. Obviously, how much you pay for it. I'll pay a lot and I'll pay a little. It just depends on do I like the yarn or like the color. I mean, does it hit me at that time? And I have found really expensive yarns I hate to work with, and I found really cheap yarn I love to work with. Got one over here right now that I can't hardly put down because I like working on it so much.
It's just. Don't let that ever be a reason that you're not knitting.
And don't think this is an expensive hobby. Mm-mm. It's not. You can do a lot of really great things with inexpensive cotton.
Oh yeah,
peaches and cream or sugar.
You can get the cones, and you can make so many things with that.
I've made really good looking sweaters out of that stuff and all kinds of stuff. So don't hold back. Try stuff.
What's the one that
I've knit spaghetti noodles with chopsticks. They dared me. They said I couldn't do it.
So she did.
I did.
Oh.
I did spaghetti. I've done lo mein noodles and I've done spaghetti noodles.
Yarnspirations. That's the other website. They have some great deals a lot of times. So they've got Bernat and Karen, and they do have the sugars or peaches and cream, I think, or is it sugar one?
Sugar and cream is by Lily, and peaches and cream comes out of North Carolina. In Rutherford,
it's one of those
spin something.
But they have great sales all the time too. So if you need, and then usually it's like if you buy a sweater quantity, you can get a certain percentage off. Like there are so many places, and then webs
when especially right now, Grandpa's the garage sale. When they mark down what's already marked down, you can get some awesome yarn for very little money. Matter of fact, I've got an order from Webb's down here because Webb's was having a sale, and I got some stuff on sale. Line brand I love me some Line Brand. I mean, I talk about Line Brand all the time, and they have the whole range.
They have everything. Yeah, they've got their Schitt's Creek line. I want to make something out of that line. Like that is one of those things I also, like we talk about nerding out. Like I absolutely love that TV show. I wish it was still going to keep going, but oh my gosh, Dave, like it's just she hasn't seen it.
I haven't watched the shows, but I've seen a lot of clips and a lot of David. I've seen a lot of David and all his black and white sweaters.
Yeah,
I get sent that a lot by people who don't know or care whether I watch Schitt's Creek. They send it to me because it's David in sweaters.
Yeah. It's just
one of those things.
Yeah, it was one of those. There's always that show. I like that one, and there's a few others. But Lion Brand has a Schitt's Creek line that's based off the TV show.
That's the acrylic line, isn't it?
I think so.
Or acrylic wool blend.
I know you can buy it at Joann's.
Yeah, Joann's has some good selections.
She does
too.
Just look at that. Okay.
Right.
Sorry, we can stop talking
about.
Do you
want me to?
Let's do some whips because you got 4, right?
Yeah. Well, since we're talking about acrylic, let's talk about mine. Okay, this is one of my Button Jar Studio bags. Love you, Julie. Oh, she just posted a new one. I had to seriously restrain myself. I mean, it was bad. Oh, so cute. It's a new style, and she's got this fabric. It's a white background with black circles, and then Julie, I'm trying so hard not to buy my bags.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Yeah, she just found it. With that green lining. Look at that.
That is so pretty. She's got the plaid on the inside.
Yes, the check. The green. Yeah. I mean, that was pictures from when her son was hurt. Isn't that cute?
Oh, it's a nice bag. Oh, I like it, Julie. I like it.
Okay. All right. This is yarn. Line Brands. Jeans. Acrylic. Okay. I know I've shown this, my Autumn League sweater before. Autumn League pullover. But it's 100% acrylic. And it's not just soft in the skein. I made her knit a few stitches with it the other day because it just glides and it feels so good in your hand to knit with. I just love this so much. So anyway, Autumn League pullover by Two of Wands. I've shown it before and linked to it before, but I'll link it again. See, it's got that neat little V thing.
Yep, in the center.
Detail right there.
It's kind of difficult to see with the black.
Yeah, black on black is kind of hard. Okay. And I'm almost to the there you can see it. That's good. That's really good. Okay. So I'm almost to where the ribbing would start. And then I got the sleeves to do. So we're getting there. But I love this yarn. I can't wait to finish this. I have it in a rusty. Okay, it's a brighter version of this.
Okay.
That I'm going to make a sleeveless something out of.
Nice.
But I intend to use that yarn a lot.
It's a nice yarn, guys.
It's a nice yarn. I love that.
They do, if you sign up for their emails, they
got a lot of sales too. Swatch, I washed it and air dried it, and it's great.
Ooh, nice.
No biggie. I'm just going to have to treat it nice. But anyway, that's one whip.
Which one do you do next?
I started Strawberry Mountain. The Strawberry Mountain Cowl. I haven't seen this one yet. I showed y'all the pattern. I don't know if it was last episode or
the one before.
The one before. Oh, I don't know. Here's the pattern. Okay. Okay. Here's a picture of the one that's on the pattern. So see the cowl with all the different stitch. It's got stripes and a mosaic pattern and all that kind of stuff. Well, I saw one online completed that was in a creamy white taupey kind of color, and then it had the details were in Zauberball. That's the other one. I know there's a label for it. I promise.
She's doing better, guys.
Oh well, still see they're both attached to the same ball of yarn. Okay. Oh my god. There. Edition 3. It's Schoppel Edition 3. It's the Zauberball, people. And this is a sport weight.
Oh, it says knitting can be addictive.
No lie. No lie. All right, so I haven't gotten very far, but I started.
Oh, that's so nice looking.
So you can see
has long arms.
Yeah, long arms needs to do that. My background color, my main color is Red Stag Fiber in Birch.
This is gonna look so nice. I love that.
Fiber. Red Stag Fiber in Birch.
Look at that.
And see, that's the white or the creamy color.
Oh, that purple looks so nice.
Doesn't it look pretty? I can't wait to. Yeah. So I just cast it on. I haven't gotten very far on it. I got sick, and I just had to have zooms while I was sick because I couldn't focus. But I started, so that's one of my whips. What I'm doing on it. The only other whip that I just barely started it, and I've been working on the Autumn League pullover at school and in meetings and things like that. At home during football, I only have 3 football games left. Y'all, that's a serious thing. Her husband and I are both just dying because we only have 3 football games left.
We'll get to the end, and then he'll start his countdown, and it'll be 100 days until football.
Yeah, until football comes back. I count down till the draft, and then till camp starts, and the combine, all that good things. Anyway, this has been my TV watching, football watching. Okay, I got to do a disclaimer.
Oh yeah. This is
the Cozy Up Knits.
MCal.
Mini Me MCal. Mystery Knit Along. Their 6th one, I want to say. 6th or 7th. They do this every year. Starts on New Year's Day. And Clue 4 just dropped this past weekend on the 22nd, 23rd. Is that right? No. 23rd was Monday. So
22nd.
21st, 22nd. It came out Saturday night, Sunday morning, somewhere in there. Clue 4 dropped. Well, I'm just about done with Clue 3. I'll finish Clue 3 tonight and start on Clue 4. So if you're working this and you have not yet seen Clue 3...
And you don't want
to... This is where you close your eyes and don't look. Okay? So I'm going to show as far as I am up to Clue 3. So close your eyes. I'm using Molly Klein Designs Sweet Tea yarn. In the background is Biscuit, the tonal, and then the minis I'm using are her Encanto, like the Disney movie Encanto or Encanto series. So the first things are there in the seed stitch, that pattern, and then it switches to the lace pattern.
Oh, you finished it.
I finished it in both directions. I did do the lace patterns.
Oh, I'm so proud
and then
of
the
you.
next one is a button stitch. You make a button stitch on a stockinette background, but it's reversible. Okay, so this side, this stripe, that stripe is okay. So that's the stockinette side. Well, this is the reverse stockinette side of the next button stripe, but from the other side.
Oh yeah.
So see, it's reversed.
Cute.
So it's reversible. You can wear it either side.
way. Oh, that's cute.
Both sides. So I'm really enjoying this. This is wild colors, but
it looks really nice.
Doesn't it look good though?
It does.
It's still, I think it looks like beach towels laying on the sand.
Oh, it does. Yep.
So
very beachy.
I'm actually kind of keeping up. I might have Clue 4 done before Sunday. Maybe.
It just depends.
Depends. Sunday, there's 2 football games on Sunday. So
there you go.
There
You might have them. You might do it during football.
Might do them. But I'm still. I mean, I worked on it last night watching Bones. So Bones. Anyway, that's the one. That one and the Autumn League are the ones I'm working on the most. But
if you weren't looking, you can look again.
Yeah, you look again. I put it up. It's all done. And so that's all my whips. That's not all my whips. Those are just the ones I've worked on in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. So, we do have some patterns, I guess, or we should do purchases. You want to start?
Well, I got. I'm getting ready to start this.
You can do that one.
It's not a whip yet because I ain't cast on yet.
So it's an almost whip.
It's an almost whip. Okay. Let me find a pattern. I haven't. It's in my.
You haven't bought it?
No, I have. Actually, it was free.
Oh yeah.
It was free over the weekend. It's called. Y'all.
After Party.
It's another Caytee Monster. I love Monster Knits, Caytee Monster stuff. I love her shawls, patterns. They're almost always got some mohair in them, so I'm really, really up. So it's called After Party. by Callie Monster. So that's what it's called on Ravelry. And here she is holding it up.
It's a little faint. It's like it can be difficult to see. So that's mohair.
Here, it is tied like a scarf. So it's mohair primarily. There's another one. You can see it. So it's mohair, but it's got fingering weight is regular wool on the ends, and then it switches to where mohair is your main color, and there's little stripes of different yarns, and then it comes out in fringes on the sides. So you can see it there too. See how it goes like that. I thought that was the prettiest thing. And if y'all will remember, those of you who've been around for a while, I ordered from Apothecary Fiber, whom I will link below. She just had a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
She may be back to dying now. But I ordered 2 different colorways of yarn, of mohair and matching yarn. Mm-hmm. This is her Wisp, is the color name. You can see it's a pinky, blushy beige kind of color. So that's the mohair, and that's the end solid pieces. And then for the minis, again, Molly Klein Designs, Sweet Tea Yarn. I ordered these last year.
It's been a little while.
I think it's last year I ordered these, and I didn't know what it was going to be. I just fell in love with them. I'm trying to pick them all up at one time. I have.
Oh yeah,
They look like Easter eggs.
They do.
They're
or like. Okay. Yeah, Easter eggs is the way to do it.
See, they've got little brown flecks, speckles on the pastels. So that's what I'm... Okay, can you pick up the others? I'll put them on the table.
Oh, I see, yes.
Yeah. There.
Oh, that'll look so good.
I think that's going to be pretty.
Yeah.
I think that's really going to be pretty.
So squishy.
I know. So I'm excited about starting this one. So that's getting ready to start. This is a bag by Home something Dry Goods off of Etsy. She buys old quilts and tattered ones and cuts out the parts that aren't tattered, and she makes fanny bags and things to the house, and she's made a couple of this style bag. She just posted a few of these the other day and I missed them all. But so that's an old grandmother's flower garden, and see, like that one's bleached out kind of stuff, but I love that.
That's cute. Great
That's
idea.
my vibe. That's it for projects. All I got left is acquisitions.
Yep. We have some
and then patterns.
Acquisitions and then patterns. So we'll start with, which one do you want to start with acquisition wise?
Let's do Amy's.
Okay, so we have talked about Amy before. She sent us some great yarn in the mail. 3 Tulips. There it is.
3 Tulips Yarn Company.
So follow her on Instagram. She had sent a purple skein for Michelle and a green skein for myself, and we decided we need to find something to put with it so we can do a project together. And Michelle found the most perfect yarn.
I thought so.
She did a great job.
I didn't bring. Okay, here's her website. Let me blow this up a little bit more. It's 3tulipsyarncompany.com. Okay, and there's her logo. This is Amy. Hi, Amy. And she sent us gorgeous. It's back a couple episodes.
Yeah. Some little freebies. She sent us this and some stickers.
Some stickers and all kinds of stuff. But as you know, our colors. Mm-hmm. Mine's purple.
Mine's green.
Hers green. And so her skein is this gorgeous tonal greens, and mine's
very spring.
Best purple
beautiful
ever. I just love it. Fantastic. And so we decided we wanted to make a shawl out of them, but we needed a color to go with. So I'm cruising through. I check on a regular basis, and so I found one of Amy's skeins, mostly purple with some green to go with her green skein, and then found one that's mostly green with some purple to go with my purple skein. And Amy added some little foo-foos to it. So see the little, I got a purple and she has a
it's like she
green
knew
charm,
which one goes to who.
Which.
Yeah.
And it has a sticker.
Yeah. These cute little clear stickers are so great.
I love these stickers.
I think the others, does that one flip?
No. No.
I bought a set of these.
I can't see. No, wait. That's the right side. That's the correct side so that you can see it. Yeah, but they're so precious.
So this one she called, was it Spring Berries number 65?
And I'm clumsy. It's just number 354-F. Mine bloomed on January 11th, 2023.
So cute. So cute, Amy. I still love it.
And so we're going to pick our patterns and we're going to make us a 3 tulips shawl. So we'll figure this out. So anyway, that was one of our acquisitions that just came this week. It's so nice. Thank you again, Amy.
Yes, thank
perfect.
you. Perfect. I'm so excited about the little mushroom charms.
I know, the little mushrooms are cute. She loves mushrooms.
Let's talk. Do you want to do these things, or do you want to do that thing first? So we have other acquisitions that we kind of go together.
Let's talk about the twice-sheared sheep.
Okay, so Twice-Sheared Sheep did a advent calendar, and she had some things in the advent calendar that, I mean, immediately everybody wanted it, and she said everybody wanted it. So
I texted her right away as soon as they showed it. I DM'd her.
We need to know where you got this. And
need to know about this.
I think she essentially said that it was just going to be in the advent calendar.
It was just going to be in the advent calendar.
And we searched high and low and could not find anything like it.
it.
So she did something amazing, and it was a sale about last week. And so these are snap bracelet sock rulers. Look at that. It's like we're in the 90s again.
I know, we're starting all over.
Can you see? There is the men's, the women's, the kids. So you put the arrow into the toe of your sock, and it tells you what side, or
the heel.
So you can see how much longer.
To start your toe.
Right. So you either how much longer you need to knit before you start your heel, or how much longer you need to knit to start the toe.
So it's toe up or toe down.
So it's very versatile. I mean, it's so great. And she even has
the directions are on the back. I also screenshot it, so I would always have it.
Yes. So it just
or you can just roll it up and leave it in your sock bag.
You could put it over the handle of something.
I didn't even think about that. You just snap it around the handle of a bag, or your notions bag, or
do you know how many of these I had as a kid? Like, this was my childhood right here with snap bracelets.
Yeah, I managed to miss it. I was too old for them, and my kids were too young for them, so I didn't have a whole bunch of these around. I think the kids did get a few along the way, but. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, and it's really, the rubber on the outside is very comfy.
Oh, it's not.
I don't think that
it's not sharp on the edges. Right. It's round. It's smooth.
And I don't see that metal breaking through anytime soon.
No, it's a nice thick plastic.
It's a good version.
Really handy. I mean, I have sock rulers. I've got actually 2 different brands of sock rulers like this that do the same thing, but they're huge. And they have to stay in my room. Well, I'm not usually around here when I'm knitting on socks. I'm out and about, so it's perfect.
Great job.
Thank you, Dawn of Twice-Sheared Sheep. So, she's going to show the logo in a minute.
Yeah, you have to buy $35 worth of stuff to get free shipping, and I think that was only $18. So of course, I found something to make free shipping. Free shipping was $5.
She sells stitch markers, people.
Yes, she does.
So guess what Caytee got?
I got, and I don't know why I love these little scale charms.
Oh, I have a whole set of them too.
They're just so great. So I bought the turtle version.
I bought them with dragons.
I got dragon. I have the dragon. I have the turtles now, and I have the mermaids. Like, they're so much fun and shiny. I even have one.
The colors change.
Like, that's my row counter on my hinterland. Like, they're just, and hers are so great. So can you see?
Twice-sheared sheep.
Twice-sheared sheep. Okay.
Yeah, Dawn, we love you.
I bought a smaller size, so these go up to size 4. Okay. See the turtle there. So that is the stitch marker, and that's removable. So these are called the Melody stitch markers. Yeah. You can like put them in and take them like little lobster clasp, but I like this a little bit better, to be honest.
They're also really good for crochet.
Mm-hmm. And then she has another one that's just it's the same look, except the 2 circles on the Melody are together with the charm, so it's not removable. It's just a normal stitch marker.
It's just a normal stitch marker.
So had to get that to get the free shipping, and Michele, of course, also had to get free shipping.
I didn't get stitch markers though. I got yarn.
Yes.
So she has decided. She's been working on this for over a year.
Yeah.
This is a big secret project, and that's why all this stuff was available, because she was introducing her new yarn. The colors are fabulous.
So this is what do you call it? Everyday merino.
Everyday merino. Hold that up so the label shows, and I'll pull up her website. And it's a worsted weight merino wool. It is so nice.
It is.
I mean, so stinking nice. Okay, if you hear my phone buzzing, my husband's calling.
This is Dove.
But we're ignoring him. So that's Dove, and this has a wood name. Hazelnut.
Oh, they look good together.
I think they look really good together. And it is a bluish gray. Yeah. I mean, it definitely has a blue tint to it. So it's a bluish gray, and then this is.
You can see the blue when it's the light, and
that's
then you
actually
see the gray.
Yeah, it's gray. But when you look at it, it's really more of a blue gray.
Blue color, yeah.
Which I absolutely freaking loved. So let's see if I can. I want to show the colors.
Yeah.
All the different colors. Boop boop. Come on.
I think I would just
see all the colors. I knew there was a button for it to see all the colors, but where it has the names. Okay, well there you go.
There you go.
There we are. This is what I'm trying to show. All right.
There's all the colors.
There's all the colors. So on twiceshearedsheep.com, there's all of the colors. It's running a little lighter than what. Yeah. Not really. Maybe a little.
You know how. This disclaimer of the colors in the
it's a little off. But you can see that she has a nice range of colors. And the plans are to have more. I think she's also talking about different weights. But it's 100% merino superwash. And it has a really nice feel. It's a nice round twist to it. So I'm looking forward to do this. I think what I'm going to do, I was telling Katie, I don't remember if I showed this pattern on last episode or not.
I don't think you did.
I don't remember.
Honestly, I don't think I've really remember seeing this one. But.
Okay, but this is called the Ualach. It's UALACH sweater by Carol Feller. Carol Feller's a great designer. I mean, I've bought her patterns for ages now, and I love them. But here's what the sweater looks like. You can see. All right, now, this woman's tall and has a great figure. I are not tall and have not got that nice straight figure. So I'm thinking I'm going to reduce the amount of stockinette there that's in the middle and shorten it, make it more cropped. And probably 3/4 sleeves. So I should have enough yarn to do that. If not, I'll just order more from Dawn.
And so this is one of those things Dawn was saying, like, it doesn't matter what you knit out of. But she wanted to have an everyday merino base yarn that people could afford and be able to make the things they wanted to make. So This is one of those yarns.
And I think I'm going to make it reverse. I'm going to put the light color on top and the dark on the body, like this project.
Well, you want that blue near your face more than
I want the blue,
brown.
yeah, because my eyes turn that color when it's up near my face. I was trying to see. This pattern looks really good in a solid.
Yeah, that's
Look
nice.
at it. Isn't that pretty?
That's beautiful.
Look at it. It's a solid without the two-tone.
That's beautiful.
I like that too. I just love those circles. There's something about that colorway that just. No,
Ooh,
this is it.
Cute.
This is it. Okay, this is more like what I'm going to do. Look at how she added stripes.
That is so cute. I love it.
That is so cool. So
Great
I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to add all this because I've got 3 balls of each. So I'm going to add the stripes in and shorten it. So
I think it'll look good. It'll look really
I think
good.
that's what I'm going to do. That's getting ready to get cast on too. I'm going to have me a cast-on party. I'm going to pour a glass of wine, and I'm going to have me a cast-on party. I'm going to cast on the after party, and I'm going to cast on Ulak. I have no idea how to say it, y'all. I'm so bad. I'm from the South and can't pronounce diddly. I was making up names in our meeting today when I was making up names. Because sometimes, you can't always use a student's name, so you have to make up names. What was it?
It was
BB Blastingall or Blastingall, something like Blastingall, I think is what it means.
Just put BB's name in there.
BB Blastingall. So if your name is BB Blastingall, I'm sorry, I just used your name.
I would love to find a BB Blastingall. By the way, that'd be great.
It's been one of them days.
It wasn't Johnny and Susie this time, guys.
Nope. But I do. Little Susie kills little Johnny on a regular basis in physics. I don't have physics this semester, so
no Susie, no Johnny.
Nope.
All right, so this one it was the holiday, right? Or did we go on a Sunday?
No, it was a long weekend.
It was a long weekend, so it was Labor Day. No,
good gosh, Martin Luther King.
Thank you.
We had the day off. We actually had a day off.
It was great. So my husband and I, we went up to in Asheville, North Carolina. So Sierra Nevada Brewery has, I guess, a plant.
That's where they're based. That's where they're based out of.
They have a brewery up there, and so we go there every once in a while. So they have a place that's like more like tapas, so small plates, and then they've got burgers and stuff. The burger I had,
they have a restaurant.
Amazing.
Yeah,
it was so good. And then I drank some beer, which was it's good beer. I like Sierra Nevada. They do a lot of IPAs, and I'm not a big IPA fan, but whatever I had was delicious. It was barrel aged, and I don't usually go for that. But we're walking around the gift shop waiting for our table to be ready, and Zach finds yarn in Sierra Nevada.
All right, so here's there's their bag and their logo, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company.
And that's the River Mill, North Carolina. Yeah, so they have they started
Chico,
out
California.
in California, and
Chico, California is where Aaron Rodgers is from.
Oh, there you go.
Football reference. And Mills River, North Carolina.
That's weird. In the Mills
This
River.
is in Mills River. North
They have a
Carolina.
great outdoor space, so you can bring your dogs. They've got their garden out there. Like they do some. I like their company policy on a lot of things, like the things they do. So Zach found the yarn. You got to get one. So I picked out one color. I think this is the color.
You got the medium gray.
I didn't bring mine with me, but guys, the name. So they have.
She sent me a picture of it.
I did.
And I said,
immediately,
I want some of that. So I Venmo'd her some money.
Yeah. So they have a beer called Narwhal, but this is Narwhal. Look at the narwhals knitting with their horns. I just kind of look at it.
You're shaking. There you go.
Look at them.
The narwhals are knitting with narwhal.
Narwhals. Oh my gosh, it's so
My
cute.
favorite is on the label.
Yes.
It says, "Please knit responsibly."
It's so great. I wish they would put "Don't drink and knit." That should be on here too.
No. No, drinking and knitting is an important part of life. Let me just
Don't
say.
knit drunk. No, I do that too.
I did it too. I'm gonna say, wait a minute. No,
Can't say
can't say that either.
But the
Not
names,
often, but
So these
so these are the colors. Look at the
all
colors.
three of them. So Michelle got all three. I got this color right here. She's gonna do. This is a black. It kind of looks brown in the picture there.
Yes, doesn't it? But it reads more black.
That's
in real life.
definitely not the real life color.
No.
Unfortunately, I
But
looked.
it's tauper.
Yeah.
This is more taupe.
This light is not doing these justice.
No, this is a real gray,
Very dark
and
gray.
this is a black, and this is a taupe.
It's not white.
It's not white.
Very
it's
strange.
not cream even.
No. Yeah, that's coming out weird. Huh.
That's funny. But
Lighting. Yeah.
trust. That's what it is.
So it is a unique blend of 100% wool from their domestic on-site flock.
They have sheep
So they have sheep.
on site.
Yeah, and so
At
they
the
send it.
brewery.
Yeah, so they send this to Weaverville, North Carolina. There is a place,
Echo View Fiber Mill,
and so they spin the yarn there. Like
Yeah.
it's just
and then send it back in Hanks to be sold.
It's just so great. And
So-
I cannot find it online. I don't know.
I think it's just at the
maybe,
brewery,
yeah.
and probably just in the North Carolina brewery.
Probably.
I
yeah.
doubt they'd sell it in the California
Narwhal.
brewery.
I still love the name.
Narwhal.
So this medium colored gray is
love it.
the Ruthless dye. That is one of their beers is called Ruthless.
The black is Roush.
Roush, which is
Roush,
another one of their beers.
R-A-U-C-H.
So the Roush beer is a smoke beer,
Yeah,
and then oatmeal, which
and this is oatmeal.
they've got an oatmeal porter.
They have an oatmeal porter. Yeah, so I've back in the day when I could drink beer,
So,
real beer that has gluten in it.
this just I love this. It's
Yeah.
so. I don't think it's dyed with beer. We talked about that.
No, I don't think it is either.
Definitely doesn't smell like. I know it smells like.
It just smells like dye.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't smell like dye at
I was
all.
gonna
It
say, it
smells
doesn't
like
smell like dye. It
wool.
smells like sheep.
It smells like sheep.
Clean sheep.
Yeah, clean sheep. So I'm excited. There's 200 yards of skein. It's worsted weight. So
It's a
I'm
limited
gonna
edition. You better get it there fast, guys.
figure something out to do with the three colors.
I'm gonna make a hat or sock for Zach. That's what he wanted something, and I said,
Yeah.
yeah, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
It's just the things you
It's beer
find
wool.
sometimes.
That's what we're calling it. It's beer wool. We have beer wool.
So,
So
anyway, yeah. If you're in North Carolina, swing by, get some of their yarn. Like it's very exciting. Stay for a beer, some food.
I have one more.
That's all my acquisitions. The rest I have is like stuff I can just show.
Okay,
So-
I'll do my last acquisition. Ginger Snap
We talked about them a lot.
in Canada. I love their stuff. Mr. Ginger Snap that does a lot of the dyeing and the printing of the T-shirts and bags and stuff like that. And Chem does some of the dyeing and and she does a lot of the sewing. Okay, so and they have a 3D printer, and I mean they do all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. I can't wait for her to post every day. I'm a sucker for Yellowstone, guys.
I don't think we've gone an episode without her talking about Yellowstone. Like, it just doesn't happen.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't think you should be sorry. I'm just saying they should know how much you love it by now. And if you haven't seen us before, she loves Yellowstone.
I love Yellowstone.
I think Rip's your favorite.
Rip's my favorite character. Oh my!
Is he on that cup?
Rip and Beth. He's not on this cup. He's on my coffee cup that I use. I have a Yeti that I only use for coffee, and I've got a Wonder Woman sticker on one side and Rip on the other. This is Rip Wheeler. These are rubber needle stoppers.
With his face.
Where's the needle?
Where's a needle when you need one?
Where's a needle when you need one? Okay, this is on my mystery knit along. So there's my Rip. I'm so excited. So when I start this new project, I'm going to use all Yellowstone stitch markers that I've got from Adore Knit. Thank you, Steph. And I'm going to use my Rip needle stoppers from Ginger Snap. I'm so excited.
Are you putting Yellowstone yarn in that project?
Do I have Yellowstone yarn?
Yeah, I think you have a set. Yeah, you definitely have a set.
Oh, God, yes, from Yarn Inc.
Yeah.
I've got a Beth and Rip full skein set, one of each. And they're that colorway sheet in Beth and Rip. And then I have a set of minis, the Yellowstone Crew.
You've got to do it all together.
Well, okay. I'm going to do it all together. So exciting.
Sorry.
So exciting. Sorry, guys. She distracted me. And then I got these minis. It's the same mini. I just got two. It's two sets of the same colorway. So I gotta
get yarn.
Gotta have yarn. So I got 40 grams of each of those three colors. It's called Ice Kissed. Isn't that the prettiest?
Nice blue shades.
Oh, those are so pretty. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a cowl. I just haven't decided what yet. I may make one up. I've been having ideas lately, so I may actually get one of those ideas on the needles. This is so pretty. I just love it. And that's it. That's all I've done in the last 3 weeks. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, knitting wise.
I have a few things. So, but do you want to show patterns now? Because we do have some patterns.
I do want to say that I haven't put anything on Ravelry yet. I haven't actually even set up my new knitting journal yet.
Oh, so I brought mine.
All my energy has been devoted. What little energy I've had has been going into my regular planner, trying to get it ready for 2023, and my school stuff. So I'm busy sitting at a desk doing where I haven't gotten my knitting day. I did start. I don't have it with me. It's over there. It's a Hobonichi Weeks for those planner geeks that are on board with us. It's the long, narrow version, and each spread, it's got the months at the beginning, and then each spread is the week on one side and then notes space on the other. I bought one just to use in my knitting bag. Yeah. And all it's for is I write down every day what I've been working on and ideas, like the patterns and stuff like that. And then at the back, there's a whole bunch of blank pages, just grid pages. That's where I'm going to put my whip notes.
There you go.
That's where I'm going to start my whip notes.
That'd be great.
So that's what I'm going to have.
I made one. So I know some people bullet journal. I can't get into it because I'm not actually it takes me too long to draw something nice. I'm not an artist at all. So please don't think I am when you see these pictures.
She's
I traced half of them. And I think there's only 3. So.
But they're cute.
Yes. So I bought, it's a dot notebook, and then I put this quote on there, and I'll read it to you in a second. But I used my Cricut, and it says, "And when life became too frenzied, she took up her knitting and breathed a while to the rhythm of the stitches and rows until her smile returned and her mind was calm." I don't know where I got the quote, but I did look it up, and I don't know, that just...
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's life sometimes.
That's why we knit.
That's
one of the main reasons why we knit.
Yeah. So that's my
that and to control my ADHD.
And I'm pretty sure I bought it on Amazon as a 2-pack or something. So I can show you it. They come with an index section.
You have an Exceed brand.
Oh, it's Exceed. So I think that's Walmart then.
Yeah.
So it comes with the index. I've got all my projects that I've put in there so far indexed, and I'm so proud. I got a section for crochet, even though I only have one thing I'm crocheting right now. And then I have a little section for sewing in case I decide to sew. And then I want to do my yarn stash and then reference charts like blankets and measurements and things like that. So I have all that in there to possibly add later, but all planned. So when I made it, I decided I was going to do like a washi tape key. And please ignore my terrible handwriting there. Like that was...
She's beautiful handwriting.
I did that on... I should have wrote it out first with a pencil and erased it, but I didn't. That's usually what I do, by the way. But
I recognize a bunch of that washi tape.
I did she gave away a bunch.
I did. I cleaned out my stash.
There's my hinterland.
Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that drawing. It's so cute.
So, and then on the other side, I'm going to put notes. And I've already have some that I need to write down. I just haven't written down.
She hasn't transferred them over.
And then there is the...
Look at the markets.
Look at what's on the spice market.
I love that.
Again, I traced that. And then I used the little twist up Crayola crayons or colored pencils. My sanguine.
Isn't that pretty? I just love what you did.
So for me, as I'm doing this part right here, the gauge is the part that I feel like I'm going to be the most interested in later on.
Yeah.
Because if I'm knitting with the same type of yarn, the same needles, I can always come back here and be like, okay, what was my gauge on these projects? And then I'm going to put the Garter Abyss in there. I haven't drawn the Easy V. I've got start and end date. The Comfort Aid Cardi. And then, yeah, there's more. But like I said, I have the little...
I'm so excited.
The key there. There you
I'm
go.
going to work on mine this weekend. There is no football on Saturday, so my butt's going to be at my desk working on my knitting notebook.
And this is one of those things where, like, I sit down and I think about what somebody was saying it. I think it was one of my homework things where, like, when you drive and listen to an audiobook, you remember things based on the places you're driving as you're listening. Like, that's part of some people's memory. And I feel like the same thing with knitting. Like, I will remember that I knit the sleeves of my Easy V at my sister's house at 3 o'clock in the morning because I really wanted to finish a sleeve every time I put it on. Like, it's just, that's part of the knitting. And I like having this as a reference too, to go back and see, like, what year did I do that? Because I will always remember the year.
No, the years go away. I mean, you don't remember the numbers of the years. You remember the feelings and the memories and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about with audiobooks because I can't do audiobooks.
So I don't listen to music, which freaks my kids out every time I say it. I listen to audiobooks, podcasts, that kind of thing in the car. I watch Needles at the Ready. I don't watch it. I turn Needles at the Ready on, and then I have that set off to the side, and I listen to it while I'm driving. And then...
Now, I do that. I'll have YouTube videos playing about knitting, and I'll listen to that.
Yeah.
But I can, for some reason, I'll pay better attention when it's
you're
knitting.
Invested. Yeah.
I'm invested in that. But
it can be hard to get invested into a book. Like, if you don't like the book, it's terrible.
It doesn't make any difference. I can have put on a book I know, so that I've already read, and I do really good for the first 5 minutes, and then something happens, and we squirrel off into somewhere, and then 20 minutes will pass, and I'm like, oh God, what's going on? I mean, I've missed 20 minutes of the book, and that doesn't work.
I grew up with it, so we listened to Madeline? I think that's one of them we listened to. Andre, I think it's Andre. It's about a seal. So it's a true story about this girl that grew up and her dad, like, she had a seal and she took care of the seal. And then the Harry Potter books. If you haven't listened to Harry Potter by Jim Dale, he does the most amazing voices. Like, I love his voice renditions of all the characters.
I've heard that it's good. I just can't do it.
But the problem with it, though, is, like, I could probably have a good book. So I tried to listen to Arena 1, which and if you haven't heard of it, I got about 3 chapters in, and the girl who's reading it, her cadence is not something I can listen to for a whole book, which is, I hate that. Like, my brain just was like, no.
Yeah, shutting it off.
She pauses too much, and I was like, no, I can't do this. Like, you cannot pause in the middle of a sentence. There's no comma there. Stop pausing. It was just, couldn't do it. But, audiobooks is what I listen to. But I've read some good ones.
Good. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I blank out on YouTube videos too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm almost at the point I may need to get medicated.
It's getting there, huh?
It's getting bad. Today was awful in class. I squirreled so bad. I was all over the place.
Okay.
It was a good day though. I mean, we talked about all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do some patterns, and then I've got some yarn to talk about.
That's right.
Okay, so we talked about this earlier. We showed our
buds.
Our buds, yeah. And this guy, I already own this, but his name is Knot Monsters, Knot Monsters. And I don't remember, I think his first name is Ken. No, Michael Hahn. And so it's a whole set, and I think it's like $6 for the whole set. He's got it on Ravelry and Etsy for sure. But look at his little crocheted chemistry.
stuff.
So that's a crucible and a funnel, and then he's got graduated cylinders. There's the
Bunsen burner.
centrifuge.
Up there, the Bunsen burner.
Oh yeah, at the top. Look at it.
Yeah, the Bunsen burner and a ring stand.
I mean, it just
so
and
funny.
they're so cute. I'm gonna make them. There's the
Mortar and pestle.
and then this one, the separatory funnel. He's even got the little
valve
at the bottom. Like, it's so well done. I'm excited to make some of these, but like, I own this set. You've got to see this other set.
The other one is just
okay.
Oh, this is so cute.
I don't know if you just.
I want to do these so bad. This makes me want to have grandkids.
I know the balloon animals that you get. You know, when they're, I guess, like fairs and the zoo,
whatever.
And so he's got a whole set of like crocheted balloon animals, and they look so cute. But the thing that I love the most about them are two things, actually. When you go in here, you can actually see the end of the balloon as its nose,
like where it was tied off,
and then the tip of the balloon as the tail. Like he's got those
just like a
details
real
in
balloon
there.
animal.
And just like a real balloon animal, you actually knit as a tube.
And
or
with
crochet.
the twisty things, it's crochet. And then you form the balloon animal.
You twist it together
out of the crochet tube.
I mean, it just...
This is so cool. This is the coolest thing.
And I would crochet it either way, but knowing that it's actually crocheted as the balloon. Look at this tiny little one somebody made.
And there's a keychain. One of them's a keychain.
Yeah, he's got the dog as a keychain.
One of the patterns is a keychain. It's a keychain. It's got a ring on its butt. I love this. We're so going to do this.
So you can buy just this one pattern for $3 or the whole set for $6. So go for the whole set if you're going to buy one. Buy them all.
Gonna do these.
Yeah, we're going to make these. He's got that. He's got cacti. Let's see, everything he's got. So he's got books for almost all of these. How do I look at just the books? How do I find that?
Oh.
Like I can view one in an ebook.
Oh, sorry.
It's been, yeah.
I'm showing it. I'm sorry.
I don't know. He's got a bunch of them. So he's got the cacti and houseplants, the balloon animals, sushi. Super cute.
We had sushi for dinner last night.
Here is
random. Boop. Squirrel.
Sweets.
Look at that.
So
is he not
do you
monsters?
See this right there? Those are little gummy bears. Like little crocheted gummy bears, guys. They're
I'm just amazed.
He's got a whole teacher set.
Oh, you got to show the composition notebook and the
so there's like
lined paper.
There's the oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're holding it so far I can't even get there. Look, I love this.
So
that's so cute.
So cute. He's even got the holes for like the 3 holes.
Those would make a neat mobile.
Oh, they would.
They'd make a neat mobile.
Oh my gosh.
Like for a baby's room or in a classroom.
Oh yeah. So check out his patterns. We're gonna crochet some of all of them.
Not monsters. That is so funny.
Oh, that's not the only one I had. You got one up?
I can have one. Just 1 second. Okay, here we go. This is Scandy Bloom Cowl by Heather Best. You can see that, and it's in So Happy Jane, right? So Happy Jane yarn. So Happy Jane yarn. It's written for either a full skein of fingering and then minis, a set of 6 mini, or I think it's 6 minis, or in 2 colors, 2 contrasting colors. But it is, I think, so pretty. I just think that's so pretty. That came across my feed on Instagram, and I think that's gorgeous. And of course, minis. I have all the sets of minis, so I thought that would be really, really cute.
That one's a cute. You should show
this
that
is
one.
a good picture. There's a good picture of it.
It's a good picture.
Now, let me see if I can find one of the 2 color ones so you can see it where it's just 2 colors. Okay. Technically, that's 3 colors, I think.
Oh, it might be a variegated
I think that's
skein.
3.
Or...
Yeah.
There you go.
There's a good picture of 2 colors. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. I'm a sucker for stripes.
There's a great.
Yeah, there's another one where I just think that's so pretty. Anyway, so that's Scandy Bloom, Scandi Scandy Bloom.
All right, I found this one was published at the end of last year at some time, but the Cabin Lake Sweater by Kathleen Simpson. There's her name. Look at the reflection that she's got going on here. So she's even got like the detailing of like ripples along the tree line there. It is such a pretty pattern. Look at that. Look at that one.
That's Callie, who works at Do You Knit in New York.
Look at what they did. They inverted the colors on top and bottom.
Oh, and it looks like water.
Oh, that is so...
That is so gorgeous.
Oh, I love that idea.
Can we dye that?
Oh, yeah, we can.
That is so gorgeous.
But I think it's a great pattern.
Oh, I do too.
Look at the variegated and the warm and cool tones.
I said that the water, the two.
They did something a little different there too. Look at that. A little orange in there, like in between.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Like the sun reflecting off the water.
Yes. At the end of the day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's pretty.
You guys have some great projects on here. This is why we need to do more with Ravelry.
We've got to do Ravelry. Maybe somebody will say ours are a great project. Someday.
Oh. I love it. I love it. But that's a cool way to look at part of it. There's a progress.
Yeah.
But nice little sweater pattern there.
That's called what?
The Cabin Lake Sweater.
Cabin Lake Sweater by Kathleen Simpson. Okay.
You got another one?
Totally going to be linked.
Down below.
Below.
Don't lick it, please.
Okay.
Don't
all right. I don't know why, but I was in a chunky yarn mode the other day. And this is from over a year ago, November 2021. But I fell smack in love with this sweater. And I'm sure it's because of the raglan detail and the ribbing. It just looks cozy.
You've showed something very similar before. That
I have.
Like. Yeah. So
but this is very classic looking, don't you think? I just love that. It is called Chunky Rib Sweater by Pernille Larson. Oh, there's a Facebook alert. Okay. Chunky Rib Sweater by Pernille Larson. I just think that's so pretty. It's of course done with mohair and it's Aran weight plus mohair to give a bulky weight. I think that's just so pretty, but I don't know why, it just is seriously appealing to me. There you can see the ribs real well. Ooh. Okay.
Sorry.
But anyway, I think that's really pretty.
Oh, that speckled one was cute.
Yeah, I just don't like, she made a longer neck and did a turtleneck on it. I don't wear turtlenecks, but that looks good with a turtleneck on it. But yeah, I wouldn't. I can deal with a high collar if it's loose.
Right.
But when you put too much stuff up there in my neck, no. I feel like you're choking me. I'm not good at that.
I can't sleep with socks on, so I get it.
Yeah.
I can't have my feet like trapped at night.
I can't either. I don't even keep my feet under the covers. One of my legs is out of the covers at all times. I don't care how cold it is. Yeah. Do not care how cold it is. I have got to have a foot out of the covers.
And I don't know. Why? Why is that such an important thing? I don't understand.
I don't know. But I do. That worked my way into it.
Oh.
Okay, so that was a chunky ribbed sweater that I just fell in love with.
I know something we need to do.
She knows something we need to do.
Last episode, we talked about words that
words that
so we're going to bring that back up. Sorry. Okay, I just thought about that.
Yeah, we need to update that. I don't have any more patterns anyway.
Okay, so let's... Content. I wonder if it'll let me see the video.
We had so many giggles over the words. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of us out here who have word problems, who have word issues.
Just some words, and there were some really, really good ones. So we have 920 subscribers, by the way. So
yay!
103 more, and we're doing another big giveaway for 1023.
1023. Moles.
Yeah, we're doing the mole. Don't play.
Moles.
That's enough. Okay, comments. Okay.
We had some good ones.
When people pronounce the word nuclear wrong, like nuclear. On that. Yep.
Heard it today.
Nuclear.
One of my classes.
Yep.
Nuclear.
Axe. When people say axe, let me ask you a question.
Ask you a question.
Not okay. Not okay, people. Nope. There was a ton. Okay. Just agrees with our word annoyances.
Yeah. Oh, she had one. I know she had one.
Christine?
Didn't she? No, she...
Oh, we didn't pull this... Oh,
I pulled it up and looked at it.
Her Aurora cat.
Christine's from Norway.
Christine F.
Christine F. and lives in Norway. traveled to South Carolina and bought yarn all over the state, everywhere she went, and is making the most gorgeous.
She went to Georgia too, so Atlanta, Savannah, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, and Greenville, which is close to us.
I think this is
3-week trip. She bought a skein of yarn from every place she went.
Yep, this is it.
And she is doing the Aurora Cabin Shawl by Stephen West with all of them to make a souvenir knit.
A souvenir knit.
What a great idea is that? Look at that pattern.
That is so cool.
All of her stuff. Like it
is so stinking pretty. It makes me want to do this pattern so bad. This is my favorite picture of it. Look.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous?
So nice.
She bought and she calls it her South Carolina Aurora Cabin, and she all her colors. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, Christy. I mean, absolutely beautiful.
She's in love with the door knit as well. Who isn't?
Who isn't? Steph makes the prettiest things.
I know. Oh yeah, this was a good one.
This is so cool.
That's a great idea. Like I'm so stealing that idea sometime. Pink Pineapple Knits said she doesn't like unalived, and I agree.
Oh, absolutely.
Dead.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Not unalived.
That's that thing about being in the
unliving.
South.
And I heard somebody the other day call it unliving. I'm like, what?
You're dead. But if you're talking about zombies, yeah, you're undead, but not unalived. That's not okay.
Not okay. That shawl is gorgeous, Christy. That shawl is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, where?
So jealous. That's why I got it pulled up. I absolutely.
This one. When people don't pronounce the R in frustrate, they say frustrate. And then I went and talked about so our previous superintendent didn't say specific.
It said Pacific. The whole district made fun of me.
One of our other teachers and I, every time he said Pacific, we'd take a sip of our coffee because that was the way we had to get through that meeting one year. It was just
because he said it over and over and over and over.
It was so cringe. So cringe. A cross with a T. Across. Yeah. Across the way. That was
across
Sylvia.
The way.
Conversate. That's a good one.
Yep.
Guys, these are so much fun.
We have laughed and laughed and laughed.
Somebody says, done that. Where's the with? Done with that.
Yeah.
That's the one where the kids are like, when you say something like, hey, you need to stop doing that. Oh, yeah, my bad. No, that's, no. Yeah. Do life. Why are we saying do life? I'm living, not doing life. That's right. Living, I agree with that.
Living would be doing life.
All these people are going to watch. Every time they hear their word, they're going to be like,
cringe.
Kate said sheesh. And when you shoot their veins and drip too.
Yeah, drip.
All the drip.
It's in commercials. It's in commercials now.
I think that's part of the problem is that we're making them.
Yeah, it becomes a thing.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Accepted.
Acceptable. Yeah, like it
Accepted.
just we let this become part of
becomes our
lives.
lexicon.
Gosh, stop it. What's that? There's some certain word. Oh, she got another pattern. Oh yeah. This one was nice.
It's a sign pulling
by
Dawn Barker.
Dawn Barker. Yep.
Dawn Barker, who started the whole sign pulling thing. Her patterns are the bomb. Really are. She has a cowl pattern called Fizz. And this is one of the colorways that she did in a collaboration with Madeline Taj. They did 4 different colors. They got some more coming. They're getting ready to announce them. She posted about it yesterday, the day before. I don't remember when.
I think Madeline Tosh sent an email out today about it.
Okay, so I haven't gone on social media today because teaching.
Yeah.
And but there, I absolutely love this whole sign pooling thing. Have I got lots of skeins of sign pooling yarn? Yep. Some of Dawn's, some from different places we picked up at SAF. Have I knit anything yet? Not yet.
Hobby Lobby
I'm going to.
The Hobby Lobby hand-dyed ones. They've got some that you could use for a sign pooling.
They've
got some great.
They really do. See, this is it, all stretched out, not doubled
it.
around. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's beautiful.
Takes 2 skeins of this sign pooling yarn. Guess who's going to guess one on? It's part of the guest on party. Ooh. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm getting goofy. You'd think I'd been drinking the way I'm acting.
No, unfortunately not.
But I haven't been
drinking.
It was one of those days if I'd had it, I might have.
Yeah.
Ooh, God,
okay.
Y'all.
So, talked about last episode that I was going to list all the yarn that I have in my Nerdy Bird stash of my product. You're gonna take that one and that one. Okay. Michele buys half my stock, by the way.
I really
do. I want to do a little shout out. Tammy from Homesteading.
Yes.
She bought my first skein when I listed back.
Oh, did she? Yay, Tammy!
Thank you so much for your 5-star review. I didn't bring the turtles with me. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I bring the turtles?
I've got...
I'll bring him next
Leonardo?
time.
No, Donatello.
Donatello because he's purple.
Because it's purple.
Donnie. I call that one Donnie. I've got Raph, Donnie, Leo, and
Mike.
Mike. Not that Mike.
The orange.
Yes. So I've got this bright fluorescent green with the bright pops of their blue, orange, red, and purple, and they're beautiful.
Donatello is the purple one.
But everything is listed on Etsy, linked below. Go check it out. But I wanted to show you guys some things that I had because I realized the pictures I took when I started this were terrible, and then I tried to take new pictures, and the lighting at my house is awful. So I know I need to buy a light box. I'm going to get there, but
or we can make one.
Yeah,
there's instructions for making a light.
Your
husband would love to make one.
Okay, so I'm going to go with things that are not nerdy to start with. So this one here is Hummingbird. It's this nice purple, bluish teal. This I've knit several things, or a couple things with. It's a beautiful yarn. This is my single ply.
Which she calls?
That's Pipette.
Pipette?
So Pipette is the single ply. And then I had 2 greyhounds at the beginning of my marriage. I love greyhounds. But when you go to the Renaissance Festival in North Carolina, they have a place called the Hounds of the Fair. And so I called this one Fair Hounds for the greyhounds in my life. I miss my baby so much. And that's a DK.
A beautiful color.
Which is an Erlenmeyer. That's what I call my DK base here. This is 25% nylon, 75% superwash.
I had Fairhound on Sparkle.
It looks
the cuvette.
really nice. Fairhounds is also in my Garter Abyss.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
It is in your Garter
So
Abyss.
you guys have seen that knit up. We can do these now. So I did this one. So this is Thanos' Gauntlet, and this is on Beaker, which is the 25% nylon, 75% superwash. So you got all the different colors of... I feel like I know. I need to do something with the labels.
Our glue didn't stay.
Well, and then I had to do tape, and then that didn't stay. So here is... So you can see all the colors of all the stones. And then that dark blue color. So that's
for Marvel fans.
Marvel
this is
fans.
Avengers.
Thanos' Gauntlets, but I have that on. So I have 2 sparkle bases, Cuvette and Cuvette 2.0, because Cuvette 2.0 has...
That's 2.0.
20% of the sparkle. So this is 2.0. Look how sparkly it is. I haven't done anything with this yet,
That's
but I want
mine.
to. Yeah, she's about to take it.
I'm about to buy that one.
Yeah. So there is... I love this, and... I think we've talked about this a lot. This sparkle is so soft. So there's a lot of sparkle we've dealt with in the past. It's kind of itchy. I could make socks out of this and be fine. I can make a hat and be fine. Like, it is not scratchy at all, in my opinion. Anyway,
there's Donnie and Mike.
There they are.
And the Etsy shop. So you can see that's the shade of green, and with purple is Donnie, and with okay, I just lost it. Crap. And with the orange is Mike.
So pull it back up.
Okay, here we are. Here we go. See, with the purple is Donnie, and with the orange is Mike. Mikey, you called it Mikey.
Yeah, because that's what they call him in the shows. Mikey.
I know, but it's my son Michael, his nickname is Mikey, and that's how we spell it.
For the Cuvette with no 2.0, so this is 10% Stellina.
Yeah, it was 10%.
When the second year I did this, over that summer, I went up to New York, to a place called Black Pearl Fiber. I think it was the name of the shop. And I decided I was going to do a special colorway for that shop when I was there. And of course, it was Black Pearl, so I had to go with something from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
And I went with the Disinclined to Acquiesce, that whole thing where it's like, it means no.
Yeah.
So I had this picture of Elizabeth in that really nice red dress that they put her in when she gets on the boat. And so that is where this colorway comes from.
I have it on single. And it's single, or do I have it on...
You might have it on test tube or...
Test tube. I think I have it on test tube.
Look at how that bright red. This would be great for assigned pooling right there. Like, you could
that's
get a
what
nice...
I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. So that's Disinclined to Acquiesce.
That one's mine too.
She already took this one. Yep.
I'm in a sparkle mood, people.
We'll do another. I got 2 more fandoms and some colors here. So this is test tube. I'm sure you're. Yeah, this is test tube. Yeah. So test tube is a 4-ply single or 100% superwash merino fingering, and this is the Shire, which is the Hobbit for Lord of the Rings. I love this color. This variegated comes out of 1 dye. Like that's all this is, and it has. It's
so pretty,
and I think and
it's repeatable. I mean, your different batches of it.
This is 2
And
different
look how
batches.
close they are. That's really, really pretty.
And as always, alternate skeins if you get more than one. But
oh yeah, that's helical knitting.
Yes. And this is one that I don't know if I can do it. Like this is a very long process of something that I've done, but I love how they turned out so much that I need to keep doing it. I did show. I brought a cowl a while back with a free pattern that I knit out of. The
texture. It was a short cowl with a texture.
Chevron texture.
Chevron texture to it.
So I have one for each Harry Potter house. So this is Priori Incantatem, and this is the Hufflepuff house.
Our house.
Which is ours, yeah.
Pretty.
I always thought I'd be a Ravenclaw, but I think I am a little space cadet sometimes. So I feel like
you're a Hufflepuff.
And then Ravenclaw.
Gorgeous. That's what Sarah
This
Day
is the Lost Diadem.
That's actually what Sarah and Michael are both Ravenclaws.
I'm pretty sure so is Day.
Yeah, Sarah Day is. I know that's who I met first was Sarah Day is. Our friend who moved to Colorado. Hey Sarah, in case you're watching, we love you. We miss you.
This is the Heir of Slytherin. This is the one that I don't have on test tube. Like I got everything else on test tube, but I think I sold out of that one on test tube. And then of course this is the first one I made, and this is what started the whole thing. This is Weasley as our king. Like I need to pull it out.
Yeah, show that one because it's gorgeous all pulled up.
It's not a variegated. It's actually a fade. Uh-oh, my husband's calling me.
Mine's already calling.
So here is like one end of the fade to the other end of the fade. So this is a very long process of I cake, I dye, I recake, I dye again, and then I have to reskein.
Yeah.
And it's
intense
but
process.
It gives this like what's the word I'm looking for? Marbled effect.
Yeah, it does.
And so you've got a little bit of yellow on the red side.
Speckles on steroids.
But it's variegated. Like
yeah.
It's faded. Like it's just such a great.
It's gorgeous, and it knits up so pretty.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I don't think I've knit anything with anything but Priori Incantatem. I want to do one of everything, but it just this one it takes so long that I feel bad about taking it for myself.
Well, we need to make a sample.
Oh, I know. That's what I keep telling myself.
It'd be a great pair of socks. That would be the prettiest pair of socks. A texture into it. Oh my God. That would be pretty. That would be pretty.
I'll reskein those at home. I've got my skeiner.
Oop, my husband just got home. I love Live 360. Those of you who don't use Live 360 with your spouses and your children, you really need to think about it.
She knows where they are at all times, as long as
I do. And I don't look for them, but I have it set up so I get an alert when one of the family arrives at my house. So I know when they're coming in. I know when they're leaving. Yeah. So I like that part. I want to show. This is on the Etsy app. Nerdy Bird Yarn. There she is. Nerdy Bird Yarn. Right there. And so she's got them listed. And except the sparkles because they're going to live with me.
Yeah. Well, I have another of this. Disinclined to acquiesce. I don't know that if I have this one there.
Well, if you have more, I want them.
Oh, never mind. Sparkle's gone, guys.
I'm sorry. It's just my thing, and she's here.
I'm here.
And these are my colors. I want more of this. I am telling you what.
And you know that really wasn't a difficult one. I dyed one in. And
I loved it. I mean, I love it on test tube, but on sparkle.
I think I knit a sparkle shawl for a test. So everyone could see it knit up. I was going to show you guys this. So I also have pins of Gage is my mascot.
Gage
so I've got,
is adorable.
There's stickers too. It is, yeah.
He's really white. I mean, mine looks bright here. Mine's brighter. Look, you can see him.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, yeah, oh, you know what? The sun's down, so my coloring changes.
My coloring didn't change till 7 o'clock. Michael said it, so it does it at 7 p.m. My son messes with my phone. Every time he comes home, he does something else with my phone. But
Gagey.
I'm going to turn my bright down.
And then I have stickers, so I always try to send a sticker of Gage, and then he's just so cute. Like
there's a good picture of him.
That's just the...
Yeah.
It was kind of my
so
husband's
cute. He looks
brainchild.
like her husband.
Yeah, he's my husband's brainchild, but I paid somebody to create it for me because I didn't have a way to do it myself. But
yeah, Gage is cute. Since I don't have my Gage, I found my Gage sticker.
Yes,
I have one left, and I hadn't put it on my cup yet.
Yep.
It's laying on my desk with my knitting notebook because I was thinking about putting it in my knitting notebook.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cute.
And then, so I hadn't decided what I'm going to
I love how dark this red
I know.
gets
And
down
look at
here.
the
That
sparkle.
mauve.
Look at that sparkle. God,
It's a fun one. I can knit more of it. So if you guys just send me a private message.
We'll dye some.
Knit. Oh my gosh.
We'll dye some.
I can dye
She's got to teach me how to do all this.
I have my formulas. Like I'm true
She
to
does.
being a chemist.
She's a chemist. She writes all this crap down. And
the process. I mean, and
she's
it just
much more proficient.
No, I want to know what I want to be repeatable, and I
like that thing.
The Thanos is really nice. I do like. I haven't knit anything with Thanos.
It's close to electromagnetic spectrum.
Oh, it is. It is.
Which is why I like it.
So like this side is solid, but in electromagnetic spectrum, which we have shown before, you'll get all those variegated colors. So it's
all
kind of the
through.
same process. This could also be a pooling.
It could. It could. That when you get that
Could
bright
you
green
imagine
color.
when you go through this section and you make this the pooling and this the solid background?
That might have to happen.
You got a super sparkly.
But that one may stay here, so because that would be better for the pooling kind of thing.
It would. It's so like if this is something you're thinking about doing dyeing yarn. First of all, don't worry about the market being too saturated because your color and the way you do things is going to be different from anybody else.
It's different.
Like I could try to repeat other people's stuff and it's never going to happen. Mm-hmm. Like I can't do that. But it is a fun process. It is kind of an inexpensive one to get into up front unless you're going to try to have sellable quantities. But you can buy packs of 5 or 6 blank or bare skeins and make your own dyeing. I think Knit Picks has a set where you can buy the dyes and it comes with either vinegar or citric. I use citric acid because I don't like the vinegar. Smells hard to get out, so I don't do the vinegar. But the process is so widely known that you could find all the information you need online.
Let me say, you need to watch some Chem Geek. Isn't that her name?
Chem Knits.
Chem Knits. CHEM Knits on YouTube.
She does. So it's so much fun watching her
she
stuff.
does.
So
and she's funny.
She's hilarious. It's so funny.
She's just
so
cute. I love her.
She does all kinds of different experiments. Like she experiments with dyeing and knitting.
Records it so that you can see how her experiments turn out.
So you can watch
her process.
Yeah.
I mean, she teaches you how to dye yarn.
It's so great. She did one recently where she did a whole sock blank. And then she
stenciled the sock blank in it like a fade, like from a really dark to lighter to medium to light, and then
it was so pretty.
It was so pretty.
Like her stuff is so beautiful.
So pretty.
But I highly suggest getting into it. Like I have enjoyed it.
She's going to show me how to do it.
It'll stain your countertop, so and your fingers. It comes out. But if you don't like having black fingers and looking like you're half dead, wear gloves. Wear gloves.
You can get disposable gloves in the food section.
I use the yellow ones that you do for dishes, to do
and just reuse them. But if you want to do disposable ones, you can buy a box of 100 food service ones in like at Walmart for real cheap.
The yellow ones are good because you heat the water and the yarn all up, and if you want to move it around, having those yellow gloves, you can
because they're insulated enough that it'll give you some barrier.
But tongs, go buy some cheap tongs. And seriously,
don't reuse food and dye. Once you've used use it with these dyes, it doesn't go back into your regular kitchen stuff.
I'll tell you what I do is I go to
because it degrades the metal and it will come off in your food.
Yeah, and you
don't want to have metal poisoning.
No. I go to places like Goodwill and things like that and look for stainless steel pots for cheap, or Michael's. I've bought some at Michael's before, so I can have a steamer pot as well.
Dollar Tree.
There's so many places you can get some cheap stuff to make this happen. So,
but thrift is really good because then you're like recycling stuff. It's you're saving things from going into a landfill eventually, and so that's a good idea to do that. Yeah,
that's how I really started. I did that in there's a place near us in Greenville that's used catering restaurant type stuff. So I have the catering pans. That's what I use mostly, which I think a lot of dyers
do and recommend them highly.
Just go buy some used one at a restaurant supply store. That's what I did. I mean, they're all used. I didn't buy any brand name because there's no need. Like you don't need to put up a ton of money up front. Yeah. If this becomes something you really enjoy, then start thinking about. Yeah.
And you just need one to start with.
Yeah, seriously.
Just one pan to start with.
Just rinse when you're done really, really well. Yeah. I will say I try to make sure that the water that
that dye powder goes everywhere. everywhere.
I will say alpaca's hard to get the dye out. Like your hand's stained from that alpaca.
Yeah.
I did not realize that. I rinsed it the same amount as I did my merino wool, and it is not enough. I need to keep rinsing. That is a faded color too.
Yeah, because when I used her alpaca in
it was a
gillyweed
ranunculus.
I did a ranunculus in her worsted weight alpaca, and it stained my fingers. I'm sitting there at the show knitting on it.
And blue fingers.
Blue fingers. But it washed right off. It didn't stain. It just came off the yarn on me.
Yeah.
Which is not, I don't care.
Yeah.
But somebody might. You just need to know that it'll happen.
Yeah.
And any other glitter that you already have dyed up is going to come with me, especially in these colors. Not that I'm going to use them together, but God, that sparkle.
It is very intense. That is why it's the 2.0, because it is. Yeah.
Happy.
But
see, I get my fix from my friend.
So I was gonna say, like, I try to reuse the water until the dye is gone, so I don't dump water down the drain.
And she does her lab experiments, which I have a ton of.
I haven't posted those yet because I didn't go through and inventory those. But this is what I did last time: is I just took a picture of all of them together. I love
stinking lab experiments. I used one. What was the sweater I did? Soldatna.
Soldatna.
My Soldatna's got a couple of your lab experiments in. I've got a shawl I did out of your lab experiments too. I need to be wearing that. I need to get that stuff out and start wearing it.
I'll show you this is my inactive post, but look at all those different ones. Like a lot of them are like faded colors. Some of them are experiments where I want to test out colors and things.
Yarn mops. She mops up her extra dye with them. And they're gorgeous.
It's just one of those things that you really don't.
They're just one of a kind.
Yeah, there's nothing repeatable in here.
That's really yellow. They're not that yellow. Trust me.
And I don't know how to quickly change it. But yeah, but I'll post those eventually too. And that is if there's something you see that you like, you can let me know.
The only one.
But if it's already gone, it's gone. So the picture might not be exactly what I had. But if you give me like a note of, hey, I really want something in these kind of colors, or this one in the picture,
I can send you pictures.
I'll see what I've got and I can send pictures. I have no problem doing that. But yeah, so it's all posted. Go have fun, and thank you, Tammy, for being my first order when I came back.
Beautiful stuff. Tammy beat me to some stuff. That's what it is. She beat me.
She got some turtles. That's what she
got turtles.
Leo and
love the turtles.
And she got Raph. Leo and Raph.
Donatella's going to be a pair of socks for me. I'm going to make a sock one of these days. I'm going to make a pair of socks. Although it'd be a cute cow.
Yeah, it would
be a cute cow. All that bright green and purple.
Oh yeah, that would be cute.
Really be cute.
Okay, so I just want to show you guys some things so that you could see them a little up close and personal, more than like I said, my pictures are terrible.
Oh, I do have one more thing.
Oh, you did.
I forgot about this.
Webs. She even said it earlier that she bought it off of Webs.
I did. I thought. Okay, so let me find my pattern. You keep talking.
No, I was just saying that everything's up and. I will eventually get back to actually dyeing things. That'll be after Masters is done.
Yeah.
But
in the meantime, she's got beautiful things to sell.
I miss doing it. It's just fun.
It's relaxing for you. You always seem to be real relaxed after.
Part of it is like when you get done dyeing something and you look at it, it's all dried. I try to use the sun when I can, or I air dry. I don't do any other type of drying. Wring out, air dry. When it's done and you look at it, you immediately think of patterns you want to make, because you're like, this, I know that this skein that I just made is going to look so good in, and that's part of the fun too, because then you start finding patterns that you really like. And so
totally,
it's fun. Get into it.
The drawing sweater, which has taken Instagram by storm, Knitstagram. The drawing sweater by Tomomi Yashimoto. I'm sure I butchered the pronunciation of that, but here's that picture. Okay, I think I've shown it before. Mm-hmm. Didn't I show it before?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm cruising through projects, right? Because that's what I do, and I find, I don't even know who this is. This one. Can you see that? And it's not because she has long gray hair like mine, but I love that color combination, and she used Barocco Remix for it, which I've used before and absolutely love. And so I'm sorry, but I copied you. I ordered not exactly the same colors, almost. Okay, so Barocco Remix. This is the worsted weight version. I also have a sport weight. fingering weight version. It is 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen.
It's everything.
It's everything except wool. There's no wool in it. I have a worsted boxy by Joji Locatelli, in a two-tone where I've got the blue gray at the top and the red on the bottom. And I love it. I wear it a lot. Let's see, Barocco Remix. All right, this is the, I can't remember what this one's called. It doesn't have a number. It's like the Ecru. There's no color name on it. I know what Webb's called it.
It's 3901. That's the color it says.
Yes. I don't remember. It's like oatmeal, I think is what Webb's called it. There's a piece of paper in here. Oops. There one went flying. Webb's called it birch. I have a thing for birch. That's the second yarn I've shown today. It's called birch. All right, so that's birch. That's going to be the flowers. Now, behind the flowers, you can use a different color than the rest of the body. And she used, in that project, Nightfall. This one's called Nightfall. You can see that it's like a navy. Mm-hmm. And I love the tweedy effect of remix. Tweedy? Well, nice. All of the remix knits up kind of tweedy, and I love that look. All right, so that is going to be behind the birch, the white flowers on the darker blue, and then a lighter blue. She used denim, and this is old jeans. This is a little darker than the one she used, but you can see it looks like old jeans. So this on this background blends into this in that sweater. And here, one more picture. So can you see that? If I blow it up really big, you can see that behind those flowers is darker than the body. I thought denim was a little bluer than what I wanted, so I liked the gray blue of the old jeans. But it's
a great yarn too.
I love remix. It launders gorgeous. I mean, you just have to lay it out to dry, but it's really, really a great yarn. I enjoy knitting with it. And so, I got a bajillion things open.
Oh, sorry.
So that also is going in the queue and going to get done.
Cast on party.
I want to wear this.
Yeah.
I want to have it so I can wear it.
Yeah.
It's so me. Even though I'm not a floral person, these aren't.
That's not.
It's not floral. It doesn't read floral. It reads modern.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not.
More of a modern art kind of look.
Yeah.
Than it is a floral representation. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. That was from Webb's. I got him on sale and got a discount. So
again, great place to get yarn at a discount.
Yeah.
So all right, guys. I think we're both really tired.
Oh yeah, we've gotten silly, babbly. Yeah. But it's about the same time we usually do, just under an hour and 40. So we'll edit and write show notes and get this sucker posted hopefully by Sunday at the latest, and get it up, and we'll send out announcements that it's out. We were doing we're going to just have to admit the daily challenge thing on Instagram, and with me getting sick and then school and we ran out of steam on it, and we couldn't keep it up. So we've had to stop. We did manage to get 17 or 18 days in on Instagram doing it, and it was fun, but it was
so much fun.
It just got where we just couldn't keep up. Something had to go, and that was one of the things that went. She found another pattern. Are you going to do it later?
I'll do it later because it's not out yet. Okay, she's calling for test knitting, so I can do that.
It's calling for test knitting. And
sorry, I was going to look and see what day we got to, and then I saw that pattern. And
she got distracted. Surprise! One of us got distracted. It doesn't happen. Katie's going to take her new hat home and sew that in on the inside instead of the outside, and find a pom pom.
We made it day 16.
I can't find the pom poms.
We made it halfway.
We did. We made more than halfway. We went through day 16, and it goes through 31. We even had
17 and 18 planned, I think, and she got sick, and
it just fell apart. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, guys.
It fell apart. But
we could start back up, but I think we're at that point where we're just
done. And this weekend is the end. So we tried. We did some. I think it was fun.
I think it was better than we ever done before. We start a lot and don't finish. Can you guys tell?
Amazing. Another whip. Another UFO, unfinished object. There we go.
Oh, I thought that was unidentified object.
It is if you're talking about
snapping my knuckles.
unidentified flying object is what it means for the alien space chasing part of the population. But UFO in knitting is unfinished.
Unfinished. I would always thought it was unidentified. Well, I guess
unfinished object.
Unfinished object.
Unfinished object. Dun-dun-dun. I'm playing with Thanos' gauntlet.
He's gonna snap his fingers at you.
Yes. That's all right.
You'll be unalived.
I'll be unalived. There's one of them words. There's one
now
of
it's
them
just
words.
for fun.
Sorry, it bothers us too, but it's just funny when we use the bad words.
Oh,
I mean
the
irritating words.
I tell her I'm going 100%, 110% in all
she
the
does,
time.
just to make me mad.
I know.
My kids do it too. They'll send me
memes
or Instagram messages or something, and they'll say 110%.
It's just it's fun.
Everybody makes fun of me. I had that one batch of kids, the 2015 graduates. I know I've mentioned them before, but they were our first class at Powdersville who went all 4 years. They were all 4 years. And so I had a whole chunk of them all 4 years. And they knew, all my kids usually know, but back then it was really, they got hysterical about the orientate and 110% and hose pipe. We didn't mention hose pipe.
And buggy.
Hose pipe.
Forgot about
No, I
these.
say buggy. I'm not. I mean, I grew up with buggy. We didn't call them carts. We called them
It's
buggies.
a shopping cart. It's not a buggy.
It's a buggy. But yeah, we here. You know where you return your shopping carts to? That's a buggy depot.
Buggy depot. That just sounds like a place where bugs are coming together.
It's the buggy depot. I mean, that's a family thing. We all do. I mean, my kids and I do that. It's a buggy depot. Take this back to the buggy depot.
It is not a pipe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in this area of South Carolina, this is the only place I've ever heard it is right here in this part of South Carolina, the upper state of South Carolina. They say hose pipe for garden hose. All right.
There's no pipe.
A garden hose is a hose pipe, and I'm constantly hose and pipe both have water going through them. But if it's rigid, it's a pipe, and if it's flexible, it's a hose. It's not a hose pipe. And I explain this to the kids all the time, but they all say hose pipe. The ones who, from growing up in this area.
No sense.
And
I grew up here. It makes no sense.
Hose pipe is not a word. It's not a thing, except around here. So anyway, this whole bunch of kids came up with we're going to orientate our hose pipe 110%.
Oh my God.
And they would say it all the time. They'd write it on my boards in weird places. I'd find sticky notes all over the room. I moved a box the other day and found one of those sticky notes stuck in it. They put them everywhere, and it was, they always were doing that to me. Orientate your hose pipe 110%. So yeah, sometimes students get you. You have a batch that really get you, and it makes life very joyful.
It makes teaching even more fun. Like
it does. Those kids, I see them when I see them. I'm friends with them on social media still, and it's the most fun. Yeah. We have a ball. I've written job recommendations and getting to college recommendations, getting to grad school recommendations. I've proofread thesis and
don't ask me to
that
do
bunch.
That.
I can't. They're always part of me.
I'm not good at good Grammarly. That's what I use.
Yeah, well, I tell them, but I do. I proofread all that stuff for them.
I'm just not good
because I'm a misplaced English teacher is what I've been called. I used to do research papers in physics. I made them do research papers.
Well, I mean, I did
not scientific research papers. They had to do a research paper on the life of Sir Isaac Newton and the development of his 3 laws.
I did that in chemistry first couple of years. They had to write a research paper based on their chemistry ornament they created for that project. I also made them present their project too.
Yeah, I did full blown.
Like an actual research paper.
Yep. I mean, whole 9 yards.
I'm pretty sure it had to be 5. Mine had to be like 4 pages front and back at least.
Oh, mine were all 10.
3.
Because I made them. They had to do the entire life of
you can get 10.
Isaac Newton, and then they had to do a whole series about the 3 laws.
Oh yeah,
what they meant, how they were developed, and what his treatise was, and all that. I mean, it was an elaborate thing. But I was trying to get them to lock into the impact that Newton had on. Yeah. I mean, he developed calculus. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't know that.
They just think of the laws of motion.
They always think of the apple falling from the tree, law of gravity.
He invented gravity.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. Okay, there's something that irritates the crap out of us. Nobody invented gravity. Gravity is a natural law.
He didn't.
Nobody
I
invented it.
wouldn't even say he discovered it.
He didn't even discover it.
He
put a name on it.
He coined the name.
He put a name on it.
Was it?
Yeah, the whole Apple story. Yeah, not true. Sorry, people. Just not true.
The kid said something about what's the biggest planet in the solar system, and they said the sun.
Ouch.
The
Ouch.
sun is a star.
Yeah, it's not a planet. Of course, neither is Pluto anymore.
It's a dwarf, little dwarf.
He's a dwarf planet now until he finishes his orbit. Once he finishes his orbit and doesn't launch off into space, then they'll call him a planet again.
There we go.
But yeah, not
Not
yet. He's got to finish his 370-something year orbit. It's a long year. And we thought our years were long.
No, they seem shorter and shorter every year.
I taught astronomy too, so yeah. I've taught them all.
Anyway.
Except anatomy. I haven't taught anatomy.
No, that's not your thing.
No.
You can't have that.
Might be fun though. I am getting into the anthropology.
I bet you
part.
talking about
them
those bones.
Ooh, I love them bones. I know, I hear that in my head every time I say it. That's why I say dim bones, because I hear that
It's a song, yeah.
We really don't want me to sing because that's not a fun thing. But I can't wait to get my bones out. I'm going to get my new skulls out and my new pelvises. Just love it.
Pelvises.
My pelvises.
Pelvi? No, that's not.
No, that's not. We tried that already. No,
we did.
Pelvises. We're starting we're talking about the Innocence Project.
Oh, yeah.
We just got started on that today, so we're going to finish that out this week.
That's fun.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to show them the Frankie Carrillo story tomorrow. The second half of the Netflix series, because it only has one F word in it.
Okay,
and
you
I
can
know what it
bleep
is,
that.
and I can mute it for that particular word. The first half's got way too many. I can't stay on top of it that much.
Yeah.
But the second half kind of recaps the first half anyway, so it'll be okay.
There you go. It's perfect.
One of those people who's been exonerated after 20 years in prison for a crime he absolutely had nothing to do with, didn't even know the people.
And he was accused or found guilty.
Yeah, and it's the second trial. First trial was a hung jury, and they tried him again and found him guilty the second time, all based on eyewitness misidentification, of course, as it turned out. But
I think I need to go.
That
Sorry,
would be
guys.
husband.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, we're babbling.
We're babbling, but we do.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think we spend any time together, and we only saw each other here, but we really do spend a lot of time together.
All the time.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Knit periodically. And we'll see you soon.